Well, hi Virgos, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. This week we're doing the reading about how and when will you recognize your new love. So I've shuffled very well. I'm going to shuffle a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Virgos, how and when will you recognize your new love? The when comes from this Arcanum deck that is sitting over here, because all 78 cards will be in there. I will look up the timing, and I will put the timing at the bottom of the description under the video you are watching. So here we go. This is going to be more about, right here, how will you recognize them? How? Will you know how? Are you going to recognize them? Okay, well, the overall energy, Virgo, is the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, this is feeling kind of like run through the mud. It's at your wit's end. Feeling run down, beat up. That wand is actually holding you up. So I feel like you've been through it. You're at your wit's end with someone here. And we're going to get to that. I have the Page of Wands up in your highest energy. I think you actually spoke up about how someone was making you feel. And for one thing, you've been waiting for a commitment in a relationship. You've been waiting for a relationship to come to fruition. And, you know, that this Seven of Pentacles is right above the Nine of Wands. Boy, you got tired. Very tired of waiting. Next to the Seven of Pentacles is the Eight of Pentacles. This is, you want to work. You want to build on this relationship. You want to build security, stability. You want to be grounded. You may probably even want a committed relationship here. And you are more than willing to do this. I see you watching the person who was not committing, fading off into the distance because you're gathering up your swords of truth and clarity here. There's still more to gather up, but you're looking back at them and they're kind of like fading off. Now, you might not be able to get your mind off of them either, but there's another entity here. Look at that. So there's someone or something attached to them that was coming between this relationship. It could be anybody. It could be a child, a mother. It can be a relative of theirs. It can be a third party. It can be an addiction. It can be just about anything, but it's leaving with them. And you're looking back at them like, I'm glad you're taking that other energy with you. And you had to speak up about it. I mean, it really wore you out. So you've been working really hard on moving forward. You've been gathering up your swords of truth and clarity. You've been moving away from these rocky waters towards smoother, calmer waters here. And the more swords you pick up, the more truth and clarity, the further you can get across that lake. This is so that you can work and build on your future. Now, I have the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. That might be strong in your chart or someone's chart around this reading. But the King of Wands, I think this is who's coming in because it's right next to the Hermit. They could be fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Might be strong in their chart someplace. Might be strong in your chart too. But the King of Wands, these are all male or female, is hanging onto a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand and the hand on the hip with the other hand, and ready to move forward. Now this might be your energy, but it also could be someone coming in because you know, I kind of feel like, I'm not sure if it's yours or theirs, or maybe even both of yours. Maybe that's why I'm not sure. I have the Hermit here, the card for Virgo. Might be strong in someone's chart because this is your reading, Virgo. I know it's strong in your chart, but also Virgo might be in their chart someplace. But The Hermit is the time that you're spending alone. You're wondering how you're going to move forward. What is your path forward? I think you're more than ready to move forward. You're ready for a fresh start and a new beginning. The Hermit knows it. This is very spiritual, shining the lantern on the King of Wands. Now, they could be saying, wait, just hold on a minute. We know that you want a fresh start and new beginning, but look who's coming in. This is the King of Wands, a fire sign. And on the back side of the Hermit, they know what you've been through. You know, there's no doubt. This is right under the Nine of Wands. I have Temperance right next to the Hermit. This is your guardian angels and spirit guides. And it's right under the Six of Swords, gathering up all those swords of truth and clarity so that you can move away from the rocky waters of a past relationship. Well, Temperance is doing their job, tempering you. They're mixing this potion back and forth. They're trying to make you more patient and grounded. You have one foot in the waters of emotion, and they want both your feet on the ground because I think big things are happening, big things are coming up, and they need you to be tempered for this to happen in order for this all to go the right way. I think the King of Wands is coming in, male or female. Also, Temperance is Sagittarius, and you know, Sagittarius is a fire sign and could be something to look out for here. For Virgos, how will you recognize your new love? Yeah, see, this past relationship was breadcrumbing you. They did have a toxic energy or some kind of energy that was coming between the two of you. Wow. Okay. So I have the Six of Pentacles here. This is next to the Eight of Pentacles. You want the Eight of Pentacles. You want to work and build on the relationship, and all you were getting was breadcrumbing. So that through your scales off balance, you were giving a lot more than they were giving to the relationship. So it's right next to the Queen of Swords. This is air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But you've taken this stance with yourself here since this relationship and gathering up all your swords. And you're taking one of those swords, you're holding it up in self-protection, and you have your hand out. And now it's like you've made up your mind that you are going to seek the truth. The truth right up front. You're going to speak your truth, and you're going to seek the truth with whoever might come forward. No more putting your head in the sand. There's no more, you know, being on guard, going forward with blindfolds on, keeping your heart guarded. You're going to open up right away. This is going to protect your heart, not by going forward in the Two of Swords energy, and you know it. I have the Eight of Swords under the Six of Pentacles and next to the Six of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, this is about, just like the Two of Swords, having a lot of truth and clarity around you and not dealing with it. Not even really seeing everything that was going on, not really, you know, knowing that you may have known, but you didn't want to really deal with being breadcrumbed because you didn't want your heart broken. I got the Three of Swords right next to the Eight of Swords. But it happened anyway, and there's that third sword. Just like with the Five of Swords. There's three people in that. And there's also three swords that you are holding. So, you know, it didn't work. And you know that. You're moving away from all that. You're on guard, just like with the Queen of Swords. This is conversations now. You are going to ask conversations. It will be through the airways. It's going to be phone calls, texting, emails, video chat. But you're going to have your guard up with that wand right there, and until you decide that you can relax and put it down. Now, I really think the King of Wands is coming in. They might have Sagittarius in their chart. They also might have Virgo, but this is definitely your card, Virgo. And under this Eight of Swords right here, I have the Four of Cups. You're like, there is no way on this earth I am going to let them come back into my life, because they might be trying to. Or will you accept a cup without getting to know them better first? Because I got the Queen of Swords. Without speaking your truth and asking their truth. So yeah, you're self-protected. But what you don't know here, okay, is I have the Six of Wands next to that Four of Cups. So at first, when this King of Wands comes in, I don't think you're going to jump on it. I think that you are going to have conversations with them. I think you're going to learn more and more about them before you get into a relationship with them. But you will be getting into a relationship with, I feel like they've been through a lot of the same things you have. Absolutely. And this is a card for success in love. This is a wreath for engagement. All these wands coming up are people celebrating your successes in love. And that's exactly what's going to happen, because through all this conversation that you're going to have, and I think it's with this Knight of Wands right here, is, and you being on guard, you know, and like, it's almost like pumping them for information, you know. What do you really want? It's like, you know, are you committable? Are you grounded? Do you have love to offer? Do you have pentacles? Do you really want a fresh start? Do you have a wand? Definitely have a wand. And can you love? Can you absolutely love? You know, are you willing to work on this relationship? You have a lot of questions you want answered before you really get into this relationship. What's going to happen is you're going to end up like best friends. You're going to be able to talk about anything, and you are going to talk about anything. Yes, they have love. They have a giant cup of love. This is the Two of Cups. You're going to be best friends. They're definitely a soulmate. They might already be a friend of yours that comes forward. So, best friends, soulmates with lots of love. And that's what I see happening right next to the the Six of Wands, which is success in love. So yeah, you're gonna be very careful in moving forward with this person. So how are you gonna recognize them? I think they're a fire sign. That's one thing, or they have strong fire in their chart someplace. You might already know them, but you are going to get to know them better. If not, you will become best friends before you actually enter a physical relationship, and they are grounded. They have a job. They think about the future. They have dreams that they want to fulfill, and you're going to find all this out from this person. Very mature-minded. I'm going to take out a card from the Arcanum deck now for your timing. If one pops out, that's going to be your timing card, and I will put it in the description at the very bottom under the video. And if one doesn't come out, then we will pull one. So, when are they coming in? When? Universe. For Virgos, when are they coming in? Their new love. When is their new love coming in? For Virgos. There it is. The Queen of Wands. Wow, this is going to be a passionate relationship once you get into it. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this, Queen of Wands. Very fiery. Remember, fire energy, more fire energy as your timing card. So, a lot of passion. There's that wand, the fresh starts and new beginnings, right there. You're going to make sure that they have that. So, I will leave the description of the Queen of Wands in the bottom of the description below the video. So, wow. Virgos, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.